Hello, everybody. Saturday afternoon. Uh, Not the big show of silver, like some expected. Although I did get a couple of hundred dimes, two to be exact, and 47 ounces of generic rounds. Uh, but anyway, that's all Tom had. What I want to talk to you about is people that collect very. Now I'm saying very, not just coins that are $20 over spot or something like that. But the people that collect coins that are $8 spot coin that are worth 1,500 bucks, the people that collect coins that are worth $2,500 and worth multiple $1,000. This is what you have to look for in your future, and there's going to be an awful bubble that develops for this reason only. That 3D printing is getting so good that you could literally take any Carson City. Well, they just sold one for $10 million, a freaking Morgan. Can you believe that? But anyway, so you can take any Carson City, you can take any um, Real, you can take anything that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and a person with a sophisticated technology for 3D printing can literally take a coin that is the exact same age and from the exact same mint. Say you got a MS 60 and it's worth 200 bucks, but an MS 69 is worth $3,000. Okay, so you get a $3,000 coin. You melt a $500 or $200 coin down that's from the same mint, so that if they microscopically test the do a spectrograph or something, they find out that this silver indeed came from Nevada, or it came from Chile or whatever, and that the copper or whatever the other elements are in it came from the same place. So the coin tests to be real. But you can duplicate that very expensive coin in very great shape and make it so identical that they can never tell the difference. Now, say you don't want to flood the market, but say there's excuse me, say there's a couple of hundred coins, MS69s, that are gold, 1885s or something. All right. Well, what you do is you might produce 20 of them. So instead of being 185, now there are 205, and that doesn't affect the market much because nobody knows those extra 20 are actually in there. But you could also flood the market with a coin that's worth $1,000 and flood it. Say there are 1,800 of them. You could make 4,000 of them, and you go to local coin dealers. You go to somebody like Dave, or you go to some flea market, or you go to some pawn shop, and their eyes light up, and then you sell this coin, $1,800 coin or $2,000 coin. You sell it for 1,200 bucks, when all it costs you is to punch in the duplicate from the 3D printer. Now, this to me is the great fear of the super expensive collectible coins, that they are going to have counterfeits. Now, I'm not talking about generic crap, like this shit. When they counterfeit that, they make it out of other stuff, and it's easily testable, easily weighed, and everything else. But when you have two identical coins made out of the same exact stuff from the same mine and from the same mint, and this one is an MS60 and this one's an MS69. You, if you cared to, you could melt this one down, make two MS69s, and quadruple your money or whatever. You get the nature of this. So that, to me, a major warning should be sent out now, and people should recognize this fact, that if you have coins and some of them say aren't graded and sealed, get them graded and sealed, because by the time these other guys get a hold start knocking out, and I'm sure the Chinese now aren't even just thinking about it. The Chinese are probably starting to do it before they start flooding the market with phonies that are untestable. See, right now you can test them. You can weigh them, you can acid test them, you can do a lot of things. You can use a spectrograph if the coin's that valuable. But in the near future, there won't be any way of testing them. So the best thing you can do is make sure all your coins are graded, and that you have a certificate of authenticity to accompany that grading. So whatever it costs per coin to have them graded, it might be the cheapest thing in the long run, because in the future, the grader, and then of course there'll be a number on there, and that'll show the date of it. In the future, they might have to check the date, because the grader surely won't, with any kind of loop, any kind of magnification, will not be able to tell if that's a real thing, or if that's a 3D imitation knockoff of the real thing. So think about this. And people that have, I'm not saying that have pandas and that kind of crap. I mean, there's going to be phony pandas out there and stuff. But I'm talking to people that have really very valuable coins. Now, get them graded, sealed up, and get some certificates of authenticity as to the dating when those were sealed.